Who said rugby and beer went together?
Yeah. What an odd pairing.
Hey, we're back here at the Happy Hour Tap Room. It is open. Come on in, join us. Another note, listeners, we've received some really great feedback on this show and some really good ideas. And one of the ideas, and we are going to be working on this coming soon, we will not only be talking about a beer or two, but we'll have people who made those beers possible on our show too. Interviews, tasting with them, and let's find out more about these breweries, what makes them tick and how they got started. So stay tuned for those interviews. In the meantime, Fitzy, how you doing? Welcome back to the pub.
Bill, I'm doing great. Belling back up to the bar. Going to sample a new one. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, man. I got one for you. This is so good. It's always hard to top every week's beers, but I think this one does it for a couple of reasons. One, the story behind the beer, but then the taste as well, okay? There's a brewery up near Burlington, Vermont, actually out of Heinsberg, Vermont, so southeast of Burlington. If you know anything about that part of the country, that part of Vermont, there's a lot of good breweries in that area. This is top of the game. They're foam brewers. So good. All That You Wanted is the name of the beer. It's an Imperial Double IPA, 8% ABV, right there with the stuff I like to drink. And I'm bringing this up, All That You Wanted, the name is actually intrigues me because this is a collaboration also. In the past, when we talked about collaboration beers, it's like foam brewers with a brewer down in Brooklyn, New York or something. This is different. This is a collaboration with Karina Rykman. She's a virtuoso rock bassist, singer, songwriter. This beer is actually named after one of her songs, All That You Wanted. I know, this is the first time I've ever heard a beer collaboration with the musician. I'm not sure if she's involved with the brewing or just Foam Brewers loves her music. I know she's doing some shows in the Burlington area at some point, so maybe she has a connection there. She's a big Fish fan who are out of Burlington as well. I watched some videos of her to find out more about her. She loves to hop around the stage, so maybe that's part of it because the hoppiness of the beer. So All That You Wanted, again, is a double IPA. It's actually brewed with pilsner malted wheat, dried hop Citra, Strata, Enigma. I mean, it embodies these characteristics of these hops, lemongrass and citrus on the nose when you smell it, followed by notes of tropical fruit blend of papaya and mango on the palate, and then a hint of Orangina. Remember when Orangina can be found in the finish? So think about that. Good beers have these three levels of flavor: the nose, the smell, the initial taste, the notes in your tongue, and then the finish, down the throat. There's just so much to it. It's so good. I want to keep going on because it's just. Apparently, this brewer is also involved in the music scene of Burlington, so that must be another connection with Karina Rykman. And we're going to tag her on the show, too. Hopefully, she checks it out.
Yeah.
This one, again, I want to go more than 4.25. I'm going to stay at 4.25. Again, their can has a great artwork, very psychedelic, really cool to stare at. Might even get hypnotized. But drink it first before you get hypnotized. 4.25. Fitzy, what you got?
Nice. That's great. This one, sticking with the Mid-Atlantic region, going to cross the Bay Bridge in Maryland. So when you go from what they call the Western Shore to the Eastern Shore, you're crossing the Chesapeake Bay, and you're going on to the Eastern Shore of Maryland. And then you're going to start heading south. And we're going to pop into Evolution Craft Brewing Company. They're based in Salisbury, Maryland. There's a college town there, Salisbury, which actually has a really good rugby program. We used to play them in college, and they would beat the crap out of us. But that's the side. The Evolution Brewing Company, I guess, was founded by two brothers. And on the Eastern Shore, that's called the Delmarva Peninsula. And there's actually a minor league baseball team over there, the Shorebirds. Check them out, too, if you're over there. It's over by, like, Ocean City, Maryland, kind of. But anywho, the beer that I'm going to have from this brewery is the Delmarva Pure Pils. And I picked them out, Bill, because I don't know what the weather's going to be like in New England this weekend, but in the D.C. area, it's going to be low to mid-60s. And it's getting me thinking about how much fun I have around summertime, particularly as you go to the Eastern Shore, right? And when you think of the Eastern Shore, you think of seafood, you think of steamed crabs. I know you're a big lobster guy up there, yeah. But down here, baby, Chesapeake Bay crabs with a little Old Bay on it, fantastic with some butter, perfect. So this beer, Pure Pils, it's like a Czech style beer. It's got that golden look to it. You just pour it and it just looks like a perfect summer beer, and it really is. There's like 4.8% alcohol. It's got a little citrusy zest to it. It's a type of beer where you can sit down at a picnic table and just have a crab feast, and it's that perfect, easy drinking beer that you can have all day long and have multiples and still feel okay. Might have to go to the bathroom quite a bit, but it's tasty. I like it. It's highly enjoyable. I'm gonna give this one a 4, just because it's.
Wow.
I feel like this is kind of like, if you're gonna be on the Eastern Shore, and you see the pure pills on tap or on the menu, you get one and you get some steamed crabs, you get some clams, oysters, whatever, and you have fun. So it's a tasty little number. This is getting me excited about summer. I know we're a little ways away, but the weather's gonna be nice. So
and you're making me think about food too. Oh, yeah. Well, up here we have steamus. They're called steamus. Yes. I tell you what, there's not much better than the crabs in that part of the country. Mm-hmm. Right? Especially the ones you get the mallet out and you just destroy them on the table. But soft-shelled crabs or something?
You don't even need the mallet, man. You don't even need the mallet. Yeah, you don't even need the mallet sometimes, because sometimes people whack on it too much. You gotta get you're gonna cut yourself a little bit, but you gotta dig in there. Crack it. I'll show you one day, Bill. I'll show you. True expert here. I'll show you.
All right. Deal. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.